Shalom, shalom. All praise in the Most High by Yahushua. All praise to the Most High God who made heaven and earth. And everything in between, known and unknown, seen and unseen. I'm going to give a minute for my people to come in. I know it's late. Salak. Sorry, Salak in Hebrew. Salakia for my tardiness. It's a grand time, It's hard times, difficult, but Most High is merciful. Most High is great. Most High is good. Can't complain. And I pray that every single one of you will have the same blessing multiplied 100-fold. 100-fold. I gotta say, sometimes these days are difficult. They're somber. They're sad, especially with the winter blues. And I'm just talking because, I'm waiting for people to come in. Just the one-on-one. I appreciate you for being here this late. Just want to give a minute for people to come in or, walk in. But winter blues is a real thing. Like the winter, dark clouds, the sun goes down earlier, and people tend to, the lack of sunlight tends to diminish the amount of vitamins that we get. And even though, it might be cold, the Most High is merciful because it's been, I don't know if it's been that way for you, but where I'm at, it's been warm. It's been lack of snow. Now, if you're in the mountains, like my brother has a yard, he'd be annoyed. I get it. I had enough of snow for myself. Man, listen, I used to live in Canada. I'm tired of snow. Man, I'll share it with Brother Tazayah, man. He can have that snow, man. I'm not dealing with that. But tonight, the title of the class is Changing of Times. And basically, ellipsis and Tarry not. Ellipsis is the symbol to show patience. Sometimes patience, sometimes impatience. But we are waiting for something. We are waiting for something to transpire. We are waiting for something to happen. But what does the scripture say? What did Yahushua say? There will not be a sign given except the sign of Jonah. That's it. The impending doom that's coming. And in the scriptures, even back in the Old Testament, we have brothers go out there and preach this word. Every single time we have people out there go out there and preach this word to try to prevent much of our people to fall into death, to fall into slavery, to fall into all types of situations, right? And here's the proof, right? Second Chronicles chapter 17, verse 9. And they taught in Judah and had the book of the law of the Lord with them, and went about throughout all the cities of Judah and taught the people. Because they wanted their people, we wanted our people to know this law, to know this gift, to know these things that will make us better than all the other nations. Now, people might say, "Oh, we're racist." Racism is a word that's used and it's misused. Racism is basically loving your own people. We don't blame the white man for loving their own people. We don't hate Hispanics for loving their own people. So why are we hated, black men, black women, black children, for loving our own? Now, do we accept other people? Yes, of course. Why? Because the children of Israel are like a speckled bird. This is in Jeremiah 12, verse 9. It's like a speckled bird, meaning it's of many different shades of brown. Many different shades of brown, from light brown all the way to dark brown. Just like the Chappelle skit, darknesses, Yeah. Charlie Murphy and Eddie Murphy. The late Charlie Murphy, he was black. He was one of us, just like Eddie Murphy. He's one of us. He's a tribe of Judah. But we have all the other people of the tribe of Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans, they're light skinned, right? But the fact that our people don't want to get down with the Most High, don't want to keep the commandments, and we even celebrate the New Year's. Meanwhile, people are getting laid off. Last year, around before Thanksgiving, Trump, what did he do? He froze EBT, he froze certain services where people couldn't even get food stamps. And basically, he was warning people. He was changing things around and changing the times and changing what's going on. But people were not listening, not paying attention. Then after Thanksgiving, people were laid off. Then around Christmas came. What happened? Things are changing. People, there were companies out here that were not, they had no, before in the past, they didn't have the gumption, the audacity, the unmitigated gumption, or I would say unmitigated gumption to, fire people. One moment. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, unmitigated gumption to fire people. And I'm going to show you how these companies, they have no problem to let go of people for profit. They tell you, oh, Christmas, so-called Christmas is a time of giving, a time of, cheer and giving of their time and of their money, all that stuff, right? Let's see what they was doing. Let's see. Share my screen here. Let me see. And nobody was immune. Nobody was immune. Right? Nobody was immune. Watch this.
And I've had at least 4 friends call and tell me that they've lost their jobs. And then I got called for one of my jobs, and they are cutting the rate basically almost in half. One of my friends specifically I know was replaced, her position was replaced by AI. That's not even the worst part. The worst part is healthcare going up and the cost of heating going up. It's set to almost double by January. And the most infuriating is this whole shrinkflation thing. The prices don't always seem to have gone up at the stores. Like, I buy a ton of Christmas candy to give to everyone during the holiday season, and I went to buy what I normally buy, and I got about half for the same price. But I buy the same product, but then I open the bag and it's half of what it used to be. And if they don't do that because they can't do that, then the price goes up. So essentially, almost everything is about twice as expensive, and tons of people are not even working, and people who are maybe making way less. I think there's an idea that if people are too broke to focus on anything other than just trying to survive, maybe they won't push back. And I think anyone who thinks that is gravely mistaken.
I don't know if y'all heard that. Put one in the comment if you heard it, Bukasha. But basically, she was saying that she saw, after Christmas, she saw people get laid off. Basically, laid off. 3 people she knew in her own inner circle got laid off. And then on top of that, she for Christmas, so-called Christmas Day, wicked holiday that have no purpose existing. Babylonian in custom, but this so-called country and these so-called white people grabbed it and took it as their own. because they have no culture for themselves. And she says that she would go and buy candy canes, right? A ton for people, a ton of it, right? And next thing you know, the amount she used to buy, now she's down to half. But wait a minute. If God is with them, right? If God is with them, why would things double in price when they're supposed to reduce in price? The scriptures tell us that when the Most High is with us, everything we touch is going to multiply. Food, equipment, cattle to till the land, everything that we need. We will not lack of nothing. And yet these people, they are lacking now. They're lacking. Because they're not using wisdom. They're just following the herd, just following the herd. Just like Yahushua said. Basically, that the blind lead the blind, and they all shall fall into the ditch. It's a lot. So many scriptures going through my head. The blind lead the blind, and they all shall fall into the ditch. But why would you even, follow that wicked holiday? But they followed it because they thought that it was going to keep them safe in these times. Nope, the time is changing. Trump is cutting certain things, moving certain things over there, this over here. People are getting kicked out of Section 8. People people have that had seniority in Section 8, granddaughters that have been living in there from their grandmother, and their mother's mother that have been in Section 8, never moved from there. Now Trump is squashing all of that. He's changing everything. Now, if you think that it's only so-called white people that's going through this, nope. I got another one for y'all. Let me see. I'm gonna show y'all. Right? Another one. A nation.
Literally just got laid off for the third time in 3 years and moved from Canada to San Diego to get this job. I have no friends, I have no job, and I moved to a new city where I don't know anyone. So I'm going to document my journey and seeing if anything comes out of this. I've always wanted to create content, and I thought today would be a great start. Wish me luck, everyone. I won't believe it.
So, what's going on? Put one in the chat book, so if you can hear this. What's going on? This is a woman from Canada. She came all the way down to San Diego, moved cities, moved country in another country. She came from Canada. She crossed the border. Yeah, like I did. I'm not gonna lie. I crossed the border too. But I got the Most High with me. Man. I got the Most High. The Most High been looking out. Her, she lost her job. She lost her job 3 times in 3 years. Yo, come on, man. Yo, what did Isaiah 33 and 6 say? Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge. Let's start verse 5. The Lord is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. I mean, the Most High is going to do unto us right, man. He's going to do unto us right. We got to come up to him right, too. We got to present ourselves before the Lord right. And when I mean by right, I'm not talking about what you wear. Most High don't want you to wear Gucci, Versace, all that garbage. No. He wants you to present yourself in righteousness. Be like, Most High, I want this job. I need this. I want this. I followed the commandments. I did what you asked. I went to the high holy day. I went to Passover with AOC or another school in New York, IUIC, HOD, HOI, LOI, all the brothers. I went to the Passover. Now I'm asking you, give me this job. Hook me up with this car. You know what I'm saying? I need some food in my fridge. Right? Let me read that again. Isaiah 33:5. The Lord is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength and salvation, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. You fear the Lord. Because, yo, Lord, I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to do what I got to do to make sure I do right by you. So when the Most High, you ask something, he going to do right by you too. But you got, yo, Most High is not no genie. This is not no Aladdin. And nobody on here in the world is close to Sinbad. Nobody. Now, we want to be close to Yahushua. We want to be similar and as close as we can to perfection, which was the representation of Yahushua in the flesh. And do what we all do, come to the Passover and please the Lord, right? But now we think, oh, black people, if we're not with them, we're not with that white woman from before, and we're not with this woman, right? We are a different breed. We are different. We hustlers. We hustlers. We hustlers. I mean, yeah, hustle is good. Hustle is good. But if you're not doing what the Most High want, you can hustle all you want. You can hustle all you want. If your Most High don't want you to pass through to his lands and benefit from the blessings that you're supposed to get, you ain't gonna go nowhere. Now look at this brother.
You and yours, bro.
Never in a million years could you have paid me to tell me that 2026 was going to start off with me getting laid off yesterday. Laid off. I am unemployed as of right now, and I am in shock. I am in shock. I went for a run last night. I'm crying like a baby. But now we back and we better. But obviously, you know, we're going to have to pivot from the fashion content because obviously it don't make sense to be buying clothes in this situation. So now it's just more, I'm going to give you a lifestyle. I'm going to take you on this whole journey from day one as of today until when I land back on my feet. I don't know exactly what that looks like. Maybe back on my feet is full-time content creator. Maybe back on my feet is a new 9-to-5. But either way, it's going to work out for me because God, and I have faith and I believe that that's the only option for me.
Now, did we not read that in Isaiah that wisdom shall be the stability of our times, of thy times? It's going to be the stability of our time. But now people are becoming content creators. And I'm not knocking it. You want to be a content creator? Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Abraham showed us that we're not supposed to depend on another nation to make money. Isaac did the same thing. He did not depend on another nation to make money. He was out there. In the beginning, he went out there, worked for somebody else, but he used that money to pour into something that he knows that is going to either make him money or potential to bring him money. Either indirectly or directly with a service or directly into his pocket by him providing a service. Either way, you become a servant. You become a servant to the people. There are people that are making money cutting grass. There are people they are obsessed with making sure the grass is cut a certain way because they love the smell of grass. They love how grass look. They love how to till the land or making the bush, the bush on the landscaping in front of the house to look good. They go into high-end counties where there's houses in a cul-de-sac that look like castles and with moats and stuff like that to make money doing cutting grass and making sure that they know every piece of science how to make it work, how to make it let that grass look good. But now we're at a point in our history where people say, "Oh, cutting grass is beneath me." Man, sometimes eating humble pie is the best pie because it'll make you realize, I never knew I had this skill. I never knew I could, flip pieces. I didn't know I could, cut grass, make grass look good. I did, certain skills that you didn't know you had. You could have done. But instead of doing that, you rather be high-minded and do what you want to do. Wow, it's so important for me to do have this mediocre job. Some people even want to be content creators, create content and to look good. And some people even go bankrupt with credit cards, trying to appease the masses for views to get paid by the app, which is weird to me. Which is weird. Why not, you like fashion, you like buying stuff, why not create your own stuff? Why not create content to sell your own stuff? You got people out here making hats by knitting. By knitting. Huh? Come on, man. Like, we gotta stop. Now let's go to Daniel chapter 7. Verse 25. And it reads, give me 1 second. Does it show that it's been a long day? Daniel (7) verse 25, and it reads, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until the time and times and the dividing of times. These nations, United Nations, president, whoever's going to be in power at that time, even now, they're gonna wear us out. They're gonna beat us up. But we got to stand firm. We got to stand firm. Got to put our foot into the ground, both of them. And Isaiah 33:6, wisdom, and then you have to learn. We have to learn understanding of being around each other. We sweating. We're sweating for now, but the Most High is going to show these nations and all these other nations in derision, because they change the times for their own benefit. For their own benefit, huh? We've been dying in another land for 400 years. How much do we have to basically suffer before we understand and we hear what's going and we pay heed to what's going on? This is Leviticus chapter 26 verse 38, and it reads, and ye shall perish among the heathen, and the land of your enemy shall eat you up. Are we in our homeland? Because technically, according to Ecclesiastes chapter 2, it says that we were born to be immortal, but we are dying. Look at the time during the time of COVID, people were dying. People were dying left and right. We have people that even their family members had their organs being harvested. We're supposed to be immortal. We are more stressed than ever before. We are have more anxiety than ever before. But people are still, just these past few weeks, people have done what? In the last fortnight. A fortnight is 2 weeks. 14 days. What did they do? They celebrated New Year. The New Year is not in January. Let's stop this madness. It just ain't. We could prove that in many different ways. Right? First off, the New Year is in the spring. Right? The New Year is in the spring. And the Most High showed us that because the animals have enough sense birds come back from the south to come back to the north where they belong, right? Birds chirp. The trees are in sync with nature, but we are not. Huh? We are not. But we swear, we go down, people go down to Times Square and they look at a ball come down. They look at a ball come down, right? And they think that that's the new year. But it's not. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3, and it reads, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider. We don't consider. Are we not made from the earth? Black man, black woman, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman, African, so-called African American man. Are you not made from the earth? The trees know what time it is. They know when to bud. They know when to bear fruit. They know when the leaves are supposed to fall in so-called fall or autumn. But we think that the new year is in the dead of winter. When we know, if I say winter blues, what does that mean to any of you? I'm going to let y'all think about it. What does winter blues mean? When you hear winter blues, what does that mean to you? Put it in the chat. Bubblegum shot. Put it in the chat. Because I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all something. Right? I'm going to go to Psalms. Right? While you look for the answer, depression. Yes, it's the one. Depression, anxiety, stress, all this stuff. Because by a natural state, you look at outside, there's no fruit on the trees, there's no flowers, that is basically death. And you have to, your body knows, damn, I gotta stay warm, I gotta find food, I gotta hunt for food, right? But in the spring, going all the way to first fruits, right? We prepare ourselves to planting, putting seeds in the ground, and then by Feast of Tabernacle, right? In the autumn, in the fall, we gather all those crops and we bring it in. Now, once we bring in that food, how do we act? How are we? Hey, think about it. Brothers, you got enough sneakers, you got enough clothes, you got enough sweaters. How do you feel? Your bills is paid. You got money in your pocket. Your car note is, you got no car note. You own your house outright. Your children are good. Man, everything is tawab, right? You're feeling good. You're feeling nice, right? Everything is paid. Everything is done. Your work is finished. The same way you feel when you feel that way is the same way our ancestors felt when they had food in the stores, grain, all that they needed. They didn't worry. They was chilling. But now we're not chilling like that because we're out of sync with the Most High, with Yahushua, with our nation as a group. We're not in sync, and we're not in sync in the spirit, which make transitions to nature where we're not in sync to make sure everybody's good, make sure everybody's together, everybody got what they need, everybody's safe, everybody's secure. But now we're in the winter blues. We got Sandals on TV talking about, oh, you got the winter blues? Get away. $1,700 to go on vacation. Wait a minute. If this country is so great, why people want to leave it, man? Why people want to leave it if it's so great? Right? But this nation, they convince people that the new year is in the dead of winter. When you're stressed, you don't know where you're gonna get your food. You might get laid off, and people are getting laid off left, right, and center. Left, right, and center, right? But people are going to downtown Manhattan on the so-called New Year, and they're waiting for that ball to drop like a packet of tea in a hot cup of water. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. We gotta stop, right? And this is why Psalms chapter 2, verse 1, and it reads, why do the heathen rage? People are crashing out here. They're losing their jobs. They're like, dang, man, I'm not gonna make it ends meet. But us who believe in the Lord, us Israelites, by birthright, not by nationality, by birthright, we don't worry, right? And the people imagine a vain thing. They imagine this so-called New Year like it's something revolutionary they did. No, it's a vain thing, man. It's vain. There's nothing in it. Because there's no fruits, vegetables, anything growing. I don't know why they call it a grocery store, because nothing's growing there. I don't know why people believe in the New Year in January when it's based on the so-called Greek statue of Janus, the so-called deity of statue of past and present, or a so-called statue of transition from one place to another. And people got caught up. They followed another nation's way of life, and they got caught up, and they lost their job. They lost their job. They lost their livelihood. When they were supposed to concentrate and focus on taking this money and transform it in something else and making something out of it for not only their own family to live off of, for himself to live off of, but to give to the nation, to give to the Most High, right? And then now the Passover is coming, right? And it's the beginning of the year. Now, it's not in January. I can tell you that. It's in April, right? It's in April. But let's keep reading. Psalms chapter 2, verse 1, and it reads, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? A vain thing is something empty, without any merit, without any validity or fruit for it to be fruitful, any fruitful understanding from it. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. They made sure to destroy you, black man, black woman, Jamaican man, Jamaican woman and child, Puerto Rican man, woman and child, South American man and child of Negro descent, you Native Americans of Negro descent. They made sure to destroy y'all. God is a troop, but he will overcome at the last. You Native Americans, man, y'all went through it. Yeah, we got to come together for the Passover, man. Let's do it big. Let's do it big for the Most High. Come to the Passover in New York, man. Even if you can't make it, send somebody to come in your stead. Send somebody, hey, yo, go to the Passover AOC's hosting, man. Go there, man. It will be to your profit. You start off the year right, everything else is going to fall in place. Everything else is going to fall in place, man. Like, yo, it's going to fall in place better than Tetris. Tetris, you got to move the pieces for it to fall in place. Nah, the Most High, like, yo, don't even need to touch the game. I got you. I got you, right? The Most High got us. Let's go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 40. And it reads, oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. And in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Be as pilgrims. That means you're going to walk the same way that man with no name in Second Kings was walking in one direction and going through cities after cities, and he was professing the name of the Lord, preaching for the Lord. He did not go back. He was as a pilgrim upon the earth until he turned back to go get food and bread. And the Most High said not to do that. He got devoured. He got killed by a lion. He got killed by a lion, and the lion did not even eat the carcass. He just killed the man. We should be as pilgrim as the earth. Leave Janus alone. So-called January. Leave Valentine's Day alone. Leave that alone, man. Leave St. Patrick's Day alone. Skip all that. Leapfrog, man. Leap with a single bound over that, man. And Superman got nothing on us. Forget about Superman. Leap over all those 3 celebrations, man. And go straight to the Passover. Bang. Yeah, yo, I'm here, man. I'm rapping for the Lord. I'm here for the Lord. I'm not here for no Janus or St. Patrick's leprechaun or Valentine's Day, which comes from the worship of wolves, which is something totally out of source. Right? Let's go to 1 Peter. I don't want to keep you up, my people, too long. I know it's late. 1 Peter. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 11. And it reads, "Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts, which war against the soul." Abstain, man. Abstain. I know sisters and women that's going to watch this video, and I pray y'all wanna, and the sisters, y'all share this video, at least this part. Y'all want a man. Y'all want a man to give you flowers and love you for one day, or not give you flowers for Valentine's Day and love you every day and show love and take care of you and look out for you and be on point, doing what they're supposed to do. Huh? Which one would you prefer? Guarantee you'll take the man that love you every day over the man that gave you flowers for one day and act like an idiot 364 days of the year after that. Huh? Come on, man. Like, we got to stop. We got to stop. Y'all want a man that work on himself and work to make sure you're good and himself good every day. And you reciprocate that energy to that man. Now, there are men, they make mistakes. They make mistakes. We are children of the Most High. We're still learning. We're going to make mistakes. But over time, we're going to change. We're not going to tarry. We're not going to wait. But yes, communication is very important. But we as men, we make mistakes sometimes. Sometimes it's not even the fact that we're not trying hard. We're trying hard, but sometimes we fail. And I failed. I got to get up and dust my knees from the ground. And there are brothers like Daniel Allah, he helps me because, I'll be hard-headed sometimes. You got Shar, you got Abuna Riyad, you got Kazak. Them brothers is always there. So y'all need to have people around y'all to hold y'all accountable, hold y'all to a better standard, to be better than Beats headphones in your ear, to beat those scriptures in you. Right? Now, every morning we wake up, right? We are not only rising up in the morning, but we are in mourning. We are in mourning because our King and our Lord gave his life. And many of us commit sin by going into starting a new year at the wrong time and sacrificing him afresh. Not caring. Not thinking that, it's not important. I'm just having fun with friends. Everything is important. If on the stock market, right, you place a trade and you won because you placed the trade at, a certain time, certain moment, and you made $100,000, you would not think it's luck. You would think, I made the right choice. It was a perfect time. Everything was right. It was not by chance. So why do we think that by going to celebrate the new year among people in Times Square, wherever you are, going fireworks in the air is not important. That's foolishness, man. That's foolishness. But many of you have done the New Year's thing since you was born, right? And now it's getting worse and worse. People are getting laid off left and right. Man, you got a job. They tell you got a job. You better hold that thing for dear life. You don't know if you're gonna get another job again. You're getting laid off. They don't know what they're gonna do. Huh? And yet people are being, I want to be a content creator. Can we have enough common sense to treat it as a side hustle before we do a transition into main? The same way the Most High, every time Israel went astray and was doing wicked, he sent men to teach us and to tell us to stop. He gave us a time to transition to righteousness. But many of our people don't want to transition. They want to get whatever they want to get now. They don't want to work for what they want. It's a world of immediate gratification. Well, now is that immediate gratification is coming to roost. Let me see. It says, let's go to Micah chapter 2, verse 10, and it reads, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." We are getting destroyed out here, man. And if we don't get in shape in the spirit first, mentally, we might get obliterated from the face of the earth. No, if many of you know the significance of the word obliteration, it means that people won't even find the dust of your bones anymore. To be obliterated is to be erased from existence. Meanwhile, the adversary, he wants to be remembered. He make sure that he puts statues everywhere. He puts his name on buildings. But Yahushua said what? Not one of these stones shall be upon another. Not one. So we can't count on being remembered by putting our names everywhere. We have to be remembered by doing what is right before the Lord and put our name in the book of life. The book of life, which is a treasure that belongs to the Lord and is not perishable, and the adversary can never put his hands on that. That's where our names should be remembered, and we should strive to be remembered in. Now, there are people that say, oh, I could leave America. There ain't no job here. I could go overseas. I could go here and there. Trust me, man. That passport brothers stuff, yeah, it looks glamorous. It does. It looks glamorous. I've been there myself. I traveled. I've been here and there. But at the end of the day, the Lord's reach is all over the earth, or the four corners of the earth. Nobody's going to escape what's happening right now. The Most High is pouring out His Spirit. That Spirit is going to every corner of the earth. The scriptures tell us that the Most High is sending the Spirit in the four corners of the earth, and the earth is round. So that means that the Most High is going to cover this whole earth with a blanket of His Spirit to make things happen. Nobody's going to get away. Nobody. Let's go to 2 Chronicles. Chapter 9 and verse 18. And there, so 2 Chronicles chapter 9, verse 18. And there were 6 steps to the throne, with a footstool of gold, which were fastened to the throne. and stays on each side of the sitting place, and two lions standing by the stays. Now, who's on that throne? That's Yahushua. Who's on that throne? The Most High, whom the Most High have chosen. Now, can we be honest and say that we all of us could walk before the throne and not be afraid? We can't. But what can we do? We could practice righteous acts right now by going to the Passover, by presenting ourselves as a living sacrifice before the Lord, and doing what is required, what the Most High desires of us. Psalms. Psalms chapter 110. Chapter 110, verse 1. And it reads, hold not thy peace. No, Salah. 110, verse 1. The Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. The Most High is saying to Yahushua to sit at his right hand until he made his enemies to be at his feet. But we want to keep up with these times, keep up with the Joneses, Jetsons, either the Joneses or the Jetsons, the right now or the future. It won't matter. We got to get right and start off the year right. If you begin anything in your life, whether it be building a project or building a house or building a computer or building a birdhouse, a doghouse, making a sweater, a hat, you gotta start off right. If the building blocks are not set right, the whole structure, the whole foundation is wrong. So Passover is important because it's the beginning of the year. April 1st, right? Let's go to Isaiah. I don't want to keep y'all too long. Isaiah chapter 66, verse 1. And it reads, thus saith the Lord, that heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye build unto me? And where is the place of my rest? I mean, where is the place of the rest of the Most High? I mean, the Most High is saying straight up, the earth is mine, but you ain't built me one house for me, one spot for me. The earth is mine. Let's read it again. Isaiah chapter 66, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye build unto me? And where is the place of my rest? And the scriptures tell us that the Most High is going to basically have the Passover where he wants us to have it. So every year we're supposed to start off by building the house of the Lord, by having the Passover and starting off right. But our people want to, I don't want to do the Passover. And I pray that God forbid that this happens. We meet people and we tell them about the Passover, the benefits and the blessings and all the things that will happen. Not may, not maybe, not perhaps, but will happen if they attend the Passover in their favor and they don't want to, right? Well, let's see what the scriptures say. Because we don't want anybody to miss out. This is the one thing that you cannot miss out on. The Passover, right? Because this Passover might be our last for any one of us. Some of us might not even make it to the Passover. God forbid. I pray that everybody in this chat, everybody watching later, that y'all share this video to watch together with, that they come to the Passover with AOC, they join us. We have 2 floors. We can have a lot of people hosting. We're gonna have events for people. We're gonna have things going on. We're gonna be having fun, man, under the Most High. But if we don't attend, if people don't attend, right? If the people that we asked to, and this is not a threat. This is not me trying to threaten y'all. This is me trying to save y'all from impending doom of not attending the Passover. We'd like you to join us. We'd like you to join us. We will make every effort and every means for our people to join us in some form or another. But y'all being there in the flesh is better than virtual. That's a fact. It's going to be a vibe. Now, this is Joel chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain, that all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh, meaning close, nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more like after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them the desolate wilderness, yea, and nothing shall escape them. We got to move forward. You need help? Cool. Somebody's going to hold your hand. Put your arm around their neck. Get up. Let's keep moving. We are pilgrims upon the earth, man. But if you tarry, you wait, you don't move forward, you might be left in the land of desolation. Verse 4, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in the battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pained. All faces shall gather blackness. I mean, people you're gonna see people's face just drained of energy. You could, listen, it's gonna be so bad, you could take watermelon, right? Put a pink salt on watermelon. You eat that and you gain a mountain of energy with electrolytes. It's basically the Most High's Gatorade. Watermelon and salt is Most High's Gatorade. That will not be enough to keep the continents in our faces if we don't do what the Most High say. But many of our people want to test the Lord. Why test the Lord? Why not just follow and see what happens? Why not just follow what the Most High say? Like, bam, I'm up. I'm way up. You answer the phone, you say, I'm great. You hang up the phone, I'm great. You get some bad news, it's gonna get better. Words of affirmation all day. You got brothers, you got people that love you. Sometimes you might even feel down, but you call somebody you confide in, somebody who can hold you down. Sometimes they might even annoy you, but you can't do without them. They're like a cayenne pepper. Good for the body, but it's very strong to the taste, right? Verse 7, they shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war.
They shall march, every one on his ways, and they shall not break their rank. Neither shall one trust another. No, Salah. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. You hear that? Those are angels. Those are men. They're gonna come. They're gonna start slaying people, man. Just plain slaying people, right? They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Everything gonna be dark. Basically, it's the purge. Basically, people are gonna be running around wilding out. You think you see people on YouTube crashing out, losing their minds because they lost their job? Your job is gonna be the least of your problems. The least. Yeah. Verse 11. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide in it? How can you abide in it? By being amongst your people at the Passover. The same way our people was in Egypt. And the Most High set out there the spirit of death to kill people. If you weren't inside, you were getting chopped up. You gonna die. You're gonna die. Now this Passover might be the one where Most High gonna send the spirit out there. Scripture say he's gonna pour out his spirit out there, man. He's gonna pour out his spirit. So who gonna be able to abide in that day if you're not in the right place? Amongst your people, under the Most High and Yahushua and the Alahayim, the so-called angel, what in the Hebrew, the angels. Yeah? Let's go to Acts chapter 2. Verse 17, and it reads, and it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Lord, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. And on my servants and on my handmaids I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. And I will show wonders even in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire, and vapor and smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and notable day of the Lord come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. You gonna be, huh? Are you gonna be at the Passover? Are you gonna be at the Passover? Where are you gonna be? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Where are you gonna be? Where you gonna be? Black man, black woman, Trinidadian man, Trinidadian woman and child, huh? Haitian man, Haitian woman and child, where you gonna be? Puerto Rican man, woman and child, where you gonna be? You are the children of Israel, man. You Native Americans, where you gonna be? Where you gonna be at, man? Enough of these playing games. The honeymoon of lies of Esau is over. The honeymoon of lies of this white man is over. Y'all gotta come to the Passover. Most High never lied to you. It's just we didn't listen. The honeymoon of lies is over. Enough of these lies, Israel. We are married to the Lord, man. Stop listening to these white men's lies. Enough. We got to get up and get right. Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, though it's waiting, by the order of the Most High say, wait. It's not the time yet. Most High say what? Wait for it. Wait for it. Because it will surely come. It will not tarry. It's not going to wait. It's going to come. But once it's there, the day of the Lord is there. So might as well come to the Passover. Might as well be there and be rocking. See, brothers do their thing for the Most High. And after that, brothers, we have fun. We have a good time drinking wine, talking, laughing. Make it, yo, you know, Sister 101, taking pictures. Sister Cigarette Princess taking pictures, looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we good. We don't care about what's going on outside. We're under the most shadow of the Most High. We don't care what's going on outside. We good. We got this. Most High got this. Yahweh Shai got this. We inside. We the Passover. Just put hands to face, touching our beard, touching our hands, just rocking it. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is my last scripture. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 7, verse 16. Number not thyself among the multitude of sinners, but remember that wrath will not tarry long. Don't be going out there at the Valentine's Day parade, at all these parades, LGBT Alphabet Crew parade, all these St. Patrick Day parade, huh? You look at a calendar of all the holidays, you will find a holiday for every occasion that you do in your life. You know there's a pizza day. What, you're gonna bow down to a pizza? We gotta stop. Listen, leapfrog over all these fake holidays and go straight to Passover. And just, put some money aside, buy your tickets now for the Passover at AOC. You know what I'm saying? In the Bronx, April 1st at 1447 Ferris Place. Come in, come all, tall, small, muscles, no muscles, laughter, sad. Whatever you going through, man, Most High gonna change it for you. You go in there, you come in there in righteousness, and make peace with your brother, make peace with your people, make peace with your family. You come out, boom. You're like, yo, we tell you, Most High, since you've been here, Most High got you for this year, man. You come out there, you say, we tell you, lay all your burdens at the table of the Lord. You did it in righteousness. You came in righteousness. You had an ark with your brother. You squashed it. You made sure that you was good with the Lord. You brought a gift. You came empty-handed, but you came. And once you leave, you get out there in the world. You starting on the new year, everything's going to hit for you. Now, you go to the gym after April 1st. Now it's going to hit. Now, you see them birds chirping. You see people have it's a different vibe out there. You're like, yeah, I want to look good. And they're pushing weight. You're losing weight. You have a smile on your face. You have a little jiggy. You have a little jug in your step. But you're not finessing your people. You should have a little jug, but you're not finessing. You know what I'm saying? You have a little jug and love for your people. Not no jug and finesse against your people. You jug and you got love for your people. And you're doing your thing. Most I'm like, all right, I got you. You say, Most High, man, yo, I want a car, man. Let me clean up the driveway. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it might be that Most High in his infinite wisdom say, you know what? Boom. He put you on to somebody in connection with somebody that leads you to a car, that leads you to the car that you want, and you drive it into your driveway. But you got to go with the spirit. You got to get a lot of Most High to enter your spirit to lead you to where you want to be. But first, you got to put him first, and everything's going to come after. And that begins with the Passover, right? So if you want to reach us for tickets, just send an email, right, to the ambassadors at 144@gmail.com. The email's coming down here, right? For tickets to the Passover. You want to RSVP, that's cool too. Please share this video for people to come to the Passover. We want them to come to rock it out with us, to really have a great time. We got, things that we want to do for y'all. But first, we got to serve the Lord. Serve the Lord first, and Yahushua. Then we do what we do for y'all. For y'all to have fun, to have a good time. And we start off with a bang. With a bang. With the Most High. You know what a bang is? Like bang. We popping so much that the Most High, everybody, I hear wanna, everything's too wild, man. Everything's been going great since the Passover ended. Man, it's amazing. And Square Princess is like, damn, man, my little daughters, my little girl, man, they doing great at school. I don't know what's going on. They have a different vibration. You know what I'm saying? And me, oh man, I'm being overwhelmed with blessings. I'm being overtaken. And you have Chief Priest Shah Bunyamyan. Man, you know what it is. Yeah, you know what it is when the Most High look out for you. You know what it is. Huh? You know what it is. And you have Emanded Wind Shivers. You know what it is. Come through, man. Come through. We want all of y'all and people that I didn't name because you didn't put a comment in the chat. You too, man. Come to the Passover. Come to the Passover, man. Gonna do it big. I wish y'all a very great night, a very blissful night, and blissful sleep. Because I know every day that we wake up, we wake up in the morning, but it doesn't mean that. I don't say good morning. I say good day. I answer the phone with, I am great. I am amazing. Not that much. I don't say that much. I prefer I am great. But the mindset is there. I don't want my people to be in mourning. But we have to be in fear of the Most High. The Most High, he giveth and he taketh away. But he gave us the Passover to come together in front of him to be safe. Under his bosom. And the bosom of Yahushua, our King, our Lord, who gave his life. So we could be safe at these times. So with that, come to the Passover in the Bronx, April 1st at 1447 Ferris Place. Get tickets. Send us an email to buy tickets at the ambassadors144@gmail.com. And we'll accommodate y'all. We'll help y'all get situated. With that, much love, family. Much love, Yasha Allah, Israel. You Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, much love. Shalom.